I'm gonna cry.
Why?
Because I love my job.
Oh, don't, don't cry. Why are you crying?
I told you mangyak-ngyak ako nung sinabi ko kay Jonah.
Yeah. Welcome to
Love and Laughs with
with the
the
Pedregals.
Pedregals.
How are we?
Not good.
Why? Why not good?
Sakit na ang ulo ko today at nahihilo ako.
Why?
Because we drove around and nagpagupit ako ng hair. So,
Yeah, sumakit ulo mo.
yeah, it's motion sickness. Nahihilo ako. Until now, I don't know. It's probably the weather. I don't know. But this is my third day off. Should be fine.
Should be fine.
Nahihilo pa rin ako yesterday. If you know me, if you're friends with me for quite a long time, you'll know that I really have a bad motion sickness. Like if I ride the bus, the boat, or even our car,
The boat.
I get dizzy. Yeah,
Okay.
in the boat when we were like
Yeah, me
traveling
too.
before. But mine is
Boat
crazy.
is worse.
Mine is crazy, like weird. That's why I try my best to just sleep in the car so my eyes won't get confused. But I tried wearing my glasses. At first it felt okay, but now it's just still not okay
You have to wear
because
your glasses all the time na.
yeah, because like the lenses makes me like the frame. It makes me dizzy because I
Get
can
used to
see
it.
the
Yeah, I can
frame
see
on the
it.
side.
You'll get used to it.
I'm used to it, but
Maybe you need contact lenses.
I don't like contact lenses.
Then you'll be,
Blind forever.
yeah,
Oh,
LASIK.
I'm scared.
Anyway, what did we do this weekend?
Oh, it was quite a busy weekend, really. We went on Saturday, we went to CFC, Christian Life Program. We
First
served.
day of CLP.
Yep. And then
How many
yesterday,
participants did we have?
that was a lot. 20 couples.
20 couples. That's
Yeah.
like 40 persons,
Yeah, praise the
including
Lord.
their kids.
Yeah, not all of their kids,
Yeah,
but praise God.
some of them has kids. So
Yeah, praise God for the
praise
good
God, praise
harvest.
God. Congratulations.
To CFC.
Yeah,
And then yesterday we went to eat. Yesterday was raining.
yeah.
Like I didn't expect that because I loaded 3 batches of laundry
Mm-hmm.
because on Saturday it was very sunny.
Mm-hmm.
And then Sunday it started to rain. It wasn't that hard, but started
It's
to
cloudy
rain. And my sinampay got wet
and then got dry again.
and got dry again because
Because it's New Zealand.
it became sunny
It's New
in
Zealand.
the afternoon.
It's not heavy rain, but like it's raining. Showering. What else?
This week I had straight work days and I'm still struggling with my
Last week of your 0.9.
yeah.
So this week you'll be 0.8
Yeah.
at work.
It means
Can you explain that 0.8? Because normal workers, we don't have that.
yeah. So for shift workers, for nurses, we work depending on how many hours we want to
Yeah.
in our contract. Normal hours, like what you're doing, is 1.0 FTE.
1.0, that's 10
Five,
days.
yeah, a
10
fortnight.
days a fortnight.
5 days a week.
So that's, yeah, 5 days a week. No, it's easier if it's fortnight because it's
Not a lot.
10 equals to 1. If you're 0.9, that means 1 week of 5 days and 1 week of 4 days. So that's 9. That's
Yeah.
0.9.
Yeah.
So
I thought
there's
I was
like,
gonna explain.
no.
What were you
Hindi
explaining?
kasi
Yeah, in
we're-
simpler terms, if you're 0.8, 0.8, you work 8 days in a fortnight
Yeah.
in 2 weeks. If you're 0.9, you work 9 days in a fortnight.
Yeah.
If you're 1.0, you work the
5.
normal hours, the full time, 5 days a week or 10 days a fortnight or 10 days in 2 weeks. But in my case, I decided to drop hours from 0.9, that's 9 days a fortnight or 9 days in 2 weeks, to 0.8, and that's 4 days a week or 8 days a fortnight or 8 days in 2 weeks. Because
Because
I have health issues.
health issues. What kind? Hilo.
It's
Hilo.
mostly my body cannot take the physical
Oh yeah.
like heaviness of the work because my work is very physical,
Mm-hmm.
and if I continue on doing like the physical thing or the physical side of my job all the time or most of the days, my body can't take it. I have a feeling because I'm very little, very tiny. You see, you see my muscles. It's just like that. I'm very tiny, and most of my patients are really huge.
Triple your size.
Could be, but that's just the average size of a kiwi.
Triple your size.
OA naman yung triple.
Double. Maybe double.
Yeah,
They're big. Yeah.
kung triple man, that's like our bigger patients.
Yeah.
And most of them physically needs help. And being a nurse, you have to help them. But I just can't. My mind thinks I can,
Mm-hmm.
but my body can't really.
Yeah.
No matter how hard I try to exercise.
Yeah. Because it's too big for you.
Yeah, it's more than
They're
my
too big for
capacity.
yeah.
And I've always been the kid that has health issues. I mean, like my back has always have problems with my back, basically because I'm tiny.
Yeah.
I'm only 4'11", guys.
I don't know.
Not even 5 feet short. Honestly, I felt so sad. I'm gonna cry
Why?
because I love my job.
Oh. Don't cry. Don't cry. Why are you crying?
I told you, mangyak-ngyak ako nung sinabi ko kay Jonah.
Yeah.
Mangyak-ngyak ako nung sinabi ko kay Jonah. I was gonna drop hours. And then JJ said, OA naman to, kala mo nag-resign?
So, umiyak siya kasi nabawasan ng 1 day
Yeah.
yung work. Di ba? Kung ako yun, hindi ako iiyak. Thank you. Ganun.
Workaholic kasi ako.
Kung ako, thank you. Wawa naman. It's okay. It's okay. Balik ka na lang. Mag-point 9 ka na lang ulit pag okay na. Diba?
I think because I really tried my best to be busy.
Yeah.
Kasi if not, what will I do? I get bored. Kaya sumasakit yung ulo ko.
Wala, kawawa. Kaya pala sumasakit yung ulo eh. Kulang sa work.
Yeah, that's the sad story of my life. Sad. Nabawasan niya aking pera.
Yeah. Kaya umiiyak.
Kaya umiiyak.
Nabawasan eh.
But really, dati, when I was working in the rest home, I was only 0.8. I think I'm gonna have my period na.
That's why you're crying.
Yeah, because I've been crying since yesterday.
Oh.
Kasi si JJ, ginulat ako. Bigla akong ginulat. Ito palaging nanggugulat. Like, when I'm so focused on one thing, tas bigla niya akong ginulat.
You're on your phone.
I was focused. You know what I'm watching?
She's watching the life of a rattlesnake. Like what they do when they're little, when they're growing up, what they eat. Rattlesnake, bro. A life of a rattlesnake.
I was watching that and it was very interesting kasi it's cartoon and like how rattlesnakes are born and how they grow in the wild, and I was so focused on my phone, and then JJ suddenly like jumped at me like
Jump at you. I was beside you.
yeah, you were like, and you just suddenly like ganun.
I was like that.
And then ang sakit-sakit sa puso. Like,
And then she
it
started
suddenly
crying.
gave me a heartache.
And then she started crying for
And then I
no
started
reason.
crying kasi I
For
was
no
very
reason.
startled. I was very shocked. And then, eto parang tanga talaga to, nakakainis. Ganyan yan siya palagi. He would just
Ganyan.
sneak up. Sasabihin niya, if he suddenly opens the door and I'm like so focused cooking, and then he will suddenly open the
Bawal
door.
ako pumasok. I was just going inside.
Sasadyain niya yan na
Ano
parang
sasadyain?
malakas yung pagbukas ng doorknob para magulat ako. Because he
Nah.
can see me by the window if I'm cooking, or if he can't see me, if he won't see me by the window, or
I was
like if
just
I'm
going
here
inside.
in the lounge, he will just do it
It doesn't
normally.
matter how I go in. How do you not know na may nagbubukas ng door?
Huh?
How do you not know na may nagbubukas ng door? Tumutunog yung tick, 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 like
I
that.
can't hear it from inside because I'm cooking. If
Diba?
you're cooking, yung exhaust, malakas and all.
Ganun.
Tapos gugulatin niya ako. Tapos minsan,
Gugulat. Nakapasok na ako. Nakapasok na ako.
sometimes I can't hear
What
the
do you
door because I'm so focused on
I was
cooking.
inside, tapos magugulat siya na pagka-turn niya, nandun na ako. I was just going inside. Di ba? So, ganun ka talaga.
May something wrong sa akin. Mentally siguro. Because if I'm doing a task,
Psychology.
I'm
Psychological, sabi ni...
any psych people there. If I'm doing a task, I'm so hyper focused on that that I can't even see like which is around me. Example, I'm washing the dishes and I'm so concentrated. I'm so focused in washing the dishes. I didn't know that JJ is already behind me. So the only way that he could go behind me is to go past in front of me and then go around behind me. And then suddenly, magulat na lang ako na he's already behind me and it will give me a heart attack again.
Diba?
Maybe I'm,
No, I think it's mostly girls I like that, I think.
Really?
What do you call it? What do you call who doesn't know what's going on around them?
I don't know. Hyper focused.
Nah.
Sasakit na naman ang ulo ko kasi umiyak ako.
Oo. Sino nagpaiyak?
Ikaw.
Sabihin nila, pinapaiyak kita.
Mm.
Sabihin nila, pinapaiyak palagi.
Iyak pa sa podcast.
Sabihin nila, inaaway kita.
Mm-mm.
So, pag umiyak siya, dahil may inaaway ko siya. Diba? Diba? Ganyan siya, oh. Iyakin. Hindi naman iyakin.
Hindi naman ako iyakin.
Yeah.
Oo, ano lang talaga, magugulatin. Pag nagugulat ako, ay, sumasakit talaga yung puso ko. Honestly, kaya ako naiiyak. Kasi, my heart, races. Pag ako na heart attack talaga. Sige ka.
Oo wala akong masakit sa puso. Anyway.
I have history. Family history.
Sakit sa puso?
I think so.
You think so? What's our topic? I don't know what our topic is.
I told you yesterday.
You told me yesterday.
Oh, yesterday?
You said you're gonna write it down. I keep asking you.
You did not ask me again.
I keep asking you.
You only asked me once.
Isusulat ko pa nga.
You only asked me once and you did not ask me again.
Kasi sabi mo, isusulat mo pa nga eh.
Nalimutan ko na.
Hindi na akong tatanong unless isulat mo.
I'm not feeling well. I told you, we're gonna talk about New Zealand.
New Zealand
Yeah.
as a whole.
Our life in New Zealand.
No, because we were listening to the Aureliano podcast, Drew and
Iya.
Yeah. Aureliano.
Mm.
I like Drew a lot because he's
Really?
like, I'm a fan.
Mm?
His show is like kind of like travel vlog.
Mm.
He's like the first travel vlogger in the world. What do you call it? Because he has a show, Drew. Ang biyahe ni Drew, di ba? So it's like vlogging, very informative and stuff. It's actually good traveler because
travel show.
He's hiking and stuff, doing all the
everything.
Yeah, doing all the activities and stuff.
Yeah.
And he's also eating the local foods and stuff.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Yeah.
So I'm a big fan because he's been around everywhere in the Philippines.
Yeah. I like that show too.
So it's fun. Yeah. So
he's like the first travel vlogger that we know.
Yeah. Because that's an old show.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's amazing because like they have like a different episode every week for like years.
Yeah.
And I'm like, for example, he's like in the north of the Philippines,
Mm.
and then next week he's like somewhere in the south. I'm
Mm.
like, well, how did he do that? Like,
I think he just stayed for one night or 2 nights.
that's crazy. That's hard to do, diba?
Yeah. I don't think
To
it's
shoot that.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, if you've been doing that for quite a while, it
yeah.
will come
It's hard.
naturally.
Like, that's why I'm a big fan. So we were listening to them, and then they went to New Zealand.
Mm-hmm. That
Oh,
wasn't recent.
that
That
wasn't
wasn't.
recent.
That was last year,
That was last year. Oh, damn.
February. So
I'm
that
late.
was a year ago already.
Okay, I just anyway. So they went to Auckland and Queenstown.
Yeah, because I don't think we have talked about our life enough here in New Zealand because we're locals now. Sometimes we can't appreciate what's around us when you have it every day.
Yeah,
And then when I started listening to Drew and Ia's podcast, that episode, I realized that my life was very different before than what my life is now.
yeah.
When I say it's different, it's like it really upgraded.
The quality of life,
Yeah, my quality of life. It really upgraded, and
life standard.
I mean, the normal here is already a really good upgrade from the Philippines.
Yeah, definitely.
But if I'm talking about it like someone that is from here, I'm gonna say that it's very normal.
Yeah,
It's nothing even extravagant.
yeah. It's simple,
It's very simple. Yeah.
very simple. Life here is
Yeah.
very simple.
Yes. I agree to that. And if
Yeah,
you see our posts online when we are traveling and we see nice places, and that's already a really like a nice life when we travel.
yeah,
Yeah. We try our best to see New Zealand, but not in the like camping way because nga, I have health issues.
yeah.
And then JJ
Oh,
doesn't like it.
yo, yo.
So when we travel, let's okay, let's talk about traveling first.
Okay.
Okay, when JJ and I travel, we refrain from booking. Well, I do everything. I do all the booking,
Yeah.
plans, on activities. I do that. I'm in charge. I'm the girl.
Yes.
And then when we arrive there,
You know why?
why?
Because happy wife, happy life. So if you're
Ganon.
happy, yeah. Because if I book it, then you're not happy. Then we're not happy.
Yes,
Exactly.
correct.
So that's the right move, guys.
Yep.
Let your wife decide.
Since he's just saying that because that saves him from doing
What?
the hard job.
What do you mean?
That saves
What do
him
you mean?
from doing the difficult job. 'Cause it's not easy. It's not easy to find accommodation, booking, flight booking. It's not easy. That saves JJ the hard job. Okay, yeah, he just leaves it up to me. Okay, so when we travel, we're very blessed that we can travel in a country where it's very clean and very, nature is very nice.
Yes.
So we kind of like travel to the same place where there are mountains and, touristy place because it's something that we really enjoy rather than, do hiking. See nga, we have health issues. We hiked once or twice before. They're not even difficult hikes. I mean,
1 hour high. No, 3 hours.
yeah. If we're like the hikers talaga, we would have been posting really nice views,
Yeah.
nature, but
But I can't walk
we just
3
can't.
hours straight, bro.
I just can't. Honestly, I just can't. Like,
And then like it's cold.
yeah, it's cold or it's very hot.
Naghihingalo ko, boy.
Me too.
Naghihingalo.
We're not the physical traveler. We're the comfortable traveler.
3 hours straight and it's cold. Your face is numb and your breath is cold. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. And then when we book an accommodation, we try not to book on an Airbnb.
Yeah.
Kasi Airbnb, if you compare it to hotels, it's this almost the same price if it's just the two of you. And then in Airbnb, you still need to clean the house when you leave.
Yeah.
But when you're in a hotel, every day you can get room service to make your bed, to clean the room. But it's just the two of us, just JJ and I. But if in a group, Airbnb is really like
The best choice.
yeah, the good choice because your money is very sulit. So we're comfortable travelers. And New Zealand is a very good place to travel because you can see mountains. It's very, alam mo yun, natural.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then again, it's also very expensive.
Could be cheap. You could be in a camper van camping,
Camper van is also very expensive.
or you can be in a just camping basically.
It is relative to our listeners or viewers. Like if we have Filipino
Yeah.
listeners, I tell you, traveling to New Zealand is not cheap.
Yeah.
But if you're a local, obviously you will have cheap options.
Yeah.
You'll know where to go, where the cheapest options are. Our
Okay.
favorite place to travel is Queenstown.
Number 1 in the world.
Number one in the world.
Number 1 in the world.
OA talaga to
If
siya.
not number 1, the top. Top 2. Top 2.
Yeah,
I
we
think
like
for me it's the best.
we like
place in the
going to
world.
Queenstown. Like even if you tell us that
Just-
sobra na kayo.
Just ask Iya and Drew.
Yeah, we've been there 3 times already, 3
Yeah.
or twice. Travel in New Zealand, it's really like picturesque view or scenic view if you travel. JJ and I used to travel to Dunedin every like weekend from Timaru, and it's a 2-hour drive,
Yeah.
and it's a very nice. Everywhere you see, it's like very nice nature view,
Yeah.
scenic view,
Farms.
farm and
They
What
know
else?
it's farm now.
farm, yeah,
Yeah.
farm, mountains.
Also, in New Zealand, it's not like Philippines na towns are like close together.
Mm,
They're very far, like you
Mm.
said, 2
Mm.
hours away
yeah,
at least.
but there are
At
towns.
least 1 hour
But
from
there are towns
big
in between.
towns. Yeah.
Small towns in between.
small towns in between, but yeah, nah.
Yeah.
Nah, they have like 50 population.
50? OA naman yung 50.
100? 100?
I don't know. I don't think it's that little. So we're living in, JJ and I live in Christchurch, and we're in the South Island of New Zealand. And South Island is more of like
Nature.
mountains, nature, farms,
Yeah.
compared to North Island, which
Much colder as
Auckland.
well
yeah,
in the South Island.
much colder. But we live in the big city. This is a big city already.
Yeah, big city.
in
Christchurch.
We used to live in Timaru, which is a 2-hour drive from Christchurch going south. And it's a small town, but it's complete with your necessities. When we live in Timaru, how was life in Timaru for you?
Boring.
Really?
No, it's
You used to like Timaru and you didn't want to leave Timaru.
Yeah,
you said
'cause
we're
it's
gonna buy a
simple.
house in Timaru.
he changed me. That's why.
I changed you.
Yeah, that's what happened.
What does that mean?
You brought me to Christchurch. That's what
I
happened.
didn't bring you to Christchurch.
No, but Timaru, it's a place you want to retire.
Mm-hmm.
It's simple, nothing much going on. You know what I mean?
You felt like we were
It's
gonna live
peaceful.
there. Like
I was living there
you wanted to. I mean, for the long term, you wanted to buy a house there already.
because it's cheap.
Yeah,
Doesn't mean I can't move if I buy a house.
fair enough.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we can
but it's
just
gonna be difficult.
yeah.
For me, I didn't really thought about that, like living in Timaru. I felt like New Zealand is is a big place, and I wanted to explore.
Yeah.
So during my days off, I really wanted to go out and see New Zealand. I feel like I was very active, like wanting to go out compared to the other Filipinos that are new, that I know,
Yeah.
because they just wanted to stay at home. But me, I can't stay in the house. I need to go out and do something.
Mm.
Because I live in a city in the Philippines, and then it was very quiet in Timaru.
Very quiet.
Yeah, so the shops, they close at 4, 5 o'clock.
Yeah. Ish. Yeah.
Yeah, and if you're Filipino and you're used to the big malls, well, I live in a city where we don't have really big malls, but the malls that we have close at least 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
I think the other one is 7:30 or I don't know. But when I arrived to Timaru, the shops close at 4:30, 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
And if you finish work at 4:30, there's nothing left for you to explore.
No.
And the town is just one street. Like the town with the shops is just one straight street.
Yeah.
I remember on Wednesdays, I think Wednesday is my day, used to be my day off. And that's the time the Filipino restaurant is open. That's the time I go there
Mm-hmm.
and have a Filipino meal.
Yeah.
I get so happy, really, to have a Filipino meal because I was still new in New Zealand. And then there's no Filipino restaurant in Timaru.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah.
No Korean restaurant. It's only Japanese and Chinese.
Basically, you have to learn how to cook.
Yeah. Fish and chips.
If you're Asian,
McDonald's and KFC.
yeah, if you're Asian, you have to learn how to cook here.
And I don't know I didn't know how to cook. I really tried. Yeah, until now I'm still trying. So I just ate like the mga sizzlers. Sizzlers was my favorite. It's like a sausage.
Yeah. It's like hot dog.
Yeah, it's like hot dog. Diba in the Philippines when you
More
have
like
hot dog?
Because sausage is like big. Yeah.
Parang siyang hot dog pero hindi siya red. And it has cheese.
Sa Philippines lang no, yung red.
Yeah.
Bakit
Cheese.
kaya?
And the grocery shop though, it closes until 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
But it's a big grocery shop. Were you happy na ganun lang yung life mo sa Timaru?
It's okay.
You compare it to your life in the Philippines.
It's different because living here, it just makes you happy. Because in the Philippines, if you don't do anything, you're gonna be you fucked
What do you mean?
in life.
What do you mean?
No, it's not chill in the Philippines. The quality of life is different, you know. I mean, it's happier in the Philippines.
Yeah, because you have your family.
Yeah.
You have your relatives,
But
friends,
here,
friends
it's
where you grew up with.
It's
whom you grew
easier.
up with. Yeah.
It's easier to live here.
If you have a car.
Well, anyone can afford a car here. Like
yeah.
it's basic.
Actually, anyone can
Yeah.
afford a car.
So it's not a problem, you know. You have
Mhm.
less problems here, even though you're a normal person here in New Zealand.
Yeah.
You're like you can, you know, you're better off than in the Philippines. You have a normal job and everything. You're still challenged in life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you have to travel far, like how many hours in traffic and stuff like
So
that.
job wise, if you don't have a decent job in the Philippines, it's so hard to live.
Yeah, and here if you have like
But here, if
the
you
basic job,
if you
you
do the
can
basic
afford-
job like with a minimum
yeah,
wage,
you can afford
it's
stuff.
still a livable
Yeah.
wage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like basically you have less problems here.
Yeah, so
It's basically New Zealand's comfortable country to live in.
yeah, so if you have in terms of jobs, if you have a job, even if it's minimum wage,
Yeah.
you can already live a comfortable
Yeah.
life.
One mistake I noticed is comparing it. Like if you're like Filipino
Mm-hmm.
and you're here, it kind of living here. Looks like it's expensive
Mm-hmm.
because you're basically comparing it to the Philippines,
Yeah.
which is cheap.
Yeah.
You know, because you have pesos and stuff.
Yeah.
If you like compare it here, definitely it will be a lot more expensive comparing stuff.
When you
Dollars.
convert
when you
it,
convert it. But it's actually cheap if you live here.
how do you feel about the job here compared to the job in the Philippines?
I can't compare it to anything. Hindi, ikaw, nurse ka sa Philippines. Nurse ka dito. Oh.
Generally, I think any job, I think you really work for the money that you're paid.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like,
You're paid per hour.
so here you're paid per hour. So in the Philippines, you paid
Per day.
per day. But also, in that job, you really like do everything job work-wise.
Yeah.
You solve your own problem. I mean, I work as a nurse in the Philippines. Mas malaki yung workload, like 12 patients per nurse compared to here, 4 patients per nurse. But we don't do cares in the Philippines. There we have nursing aides. And there are families that help the patients
Yeah.
in, walking the patients. But here you do everything. We change the patient, we wash the patient, we shower the patient. And yun yung sinasabi ko, sulit na sulit ang bayad.
Yeah.
But that enables you to have a good life.
Yeah.
In the Philippines, kahit pagod na pagod ka pa, parang kulang pa din
Thank you.
yung ano mo.
Thank you.
Thank you pa din yung OT mo.
Yeah.
Tapos parang kulang pa din
So,
yung ano.
yeah, you're paid well here. basically.
Yeah.
Your time here is very important
Yeah,
to
and
everyone.
Kiwis really want to emphasize a work-life
Yeah.
balance.
Work life balance basically if it's 5 o'clock straight up you go.
Yeah.
No
So
matter what.
if you have a
Like
job,
no matter what. Finished.
if you have a job that's not finished
Yeah.
before your
They
like
just go like
5 o'clock, you just
that's one
worry.
culture shock for me as well.
Yeah, that's also one culture shock
Because
for me.
as Filipinos, we want to impress
Finish our boss.
we want to impress everyone, so we stay up late and stuff like that. But apparently, it doesn't matter.
Here, it doesn't matter. It's important for you
Yeah,
to spend more time at
yeah.
home than at work.
They actually,
See,
they want
if
you to go.
yeah, they want you to go,
Yeah,
or they even want you to take your break.
yeah,
Like, if it's already 10 o'clock
yeah.
and you still have a job pending, they ask you to like stop and then go for a
They want
break.
us to have a smoko at 10 a.m., lunch at 12,
Yeah.
and then smoko at 3. So it's
Ang
it's
pangit ng
automatic.
pagkatawag sa kanila smoko.
Ano ba sa inyo?
Morning tea break, afternoon tea
Smoko.
break.
It's smoko.
Ang pangit mo ng mga
General.
nagsismoke.
Smoko.
Kasi he works in a corporate, it's mostly mga
It's not
lalaki.
smoke.
I know it's not, but it sounds so
Smoko.
bad.
Yeah.
Like sa amin na mga more female-dominated jobs, morning tea break,
If it's
afternoon tea
so
break.
if it's 10 a.m., everyone's gonna stand and have their tea, coffee.
Yeah. So
For me, it's like what the hell? Like we had one job in a different site, so everyone was there, and then I was just working there, and then everyone started moving to the to the cafeteria and stuff. It's like you have to be there.
yeah, you
You
have
have to stop working.
you have to stop working if it's
Yeah.
break time, and you really have to take your
Yeah.
break because they think that you can't function
Yeah.
fully if you won't take your break. They'd rather you have a break than not have a break and make a mistake later
Yeah.
on. So that's one of the differences, which is quite positive.
It's positive,
Yeah.
yeah. Because in the Philippines, you can't do that.
No, because your break is paid.
Yeah.
Here, your break is not paid. So,
No, Smoko's paid, I think.
oh yeah, the 15 minutes is
Yeah.
paid,
It's
but
just
the
lunch.
lunch break is not paid.
Yeah.
So at lunch break, if a patient needs you, you can't be disturbed with
Yeah.
your break. Like whoever is left
So
in the
basically,
ward
if you're
will have to
outside
do it.
work, they don't have to disturb you.
So if you're in a lunch break and they can't really bother you, and if a patient needs you, the one that's left in the ward who you handed over to or you endorsed to,
Yeah.
that's the person that's gonna do the job for you.
Also, I think most people here are more patient.
Yeah, actually.
Would you say that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they're very kind.
they're mostly patient.
Yeah.
It's just Filipinos that are not patient.
No, I
Yeah.
think it's because of the hustle culture of the Philippines.
Yeah, they want it fast, fast, fast.
Yeah, they want job done right away.
Yeah.
But here, if it can't be done today, there's
Yes.
always tomorrow.
We can't finish today. We'll follow up tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay.
Mm.
Just like that. Like
Yeah.
it's easy to talk to. It's easy to talk to them
Yeah.
because they understand. Like they don't force you to do your job. You know what I mean?
And I think I don't think it delays the whatever jobs that
Nah.
needs to be done.
No.
I don't think so. Jobs still get done, surprisingly.
Yeah. Though it has a timeline.
Of course.
But I think they have like a big allowance rather than like, oh, we have to finish this. You know what I mean? So
yeah. And our bosses are like, they don't like the subordination, like
Yeah.
the hierarchical.
there's no hierarchy here.
There's no hierarchy in the workplace.
Yeah.
It's more on we work together. So if you can wipe the floor because it's your job, your boss can also do that if
Yeah.
you're not around.
Yeah.
Which is very nice. I really appreciate it. We mentioned before that Kiwis love the small talks. And I feel like they're very sincere in asking how you are.
Yeah.
And how your life is. And how your kids are. How your husband is. And it's not pagiging marites.
No, I think they ask you so you ask them so they can share.
That too. Because
Yeah.
they're used to it.
Yeah, because I think they wanted to share.
Yeah,
what happened,
to their
yeah,
lives.
in their weekends,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And ito pa, family-wise. You compare it to our family and the
Family wise, very different because
very different, but also you can't say that the Kiwis are not family oriented. They have like a close knit family din. But the difference is they don't stay in one house.
no.
But they have a relationship. Kasi sa atin kasi, and sa Philippines kasi, they think as the foreigners, we call it the foreigners, like, they think that they don't care about their parents because they leave their parents' house.
Yeah.
But I feel like, basing sa mga nakikita ko in the hospital, I feel like they just leave the parents' house, but they always have contact with the
Yeah.
parents. And they always think about them, and on holidays, they always see each
Yeah,
other,
I think they visit.
birthdays.
Yeah.
That's the difference. But Filipinos think as if children don't care about their parents.
Pag umalis,
Yeah,
because here they can afford to leave.
yeah.
Rather than in the Philippines, it's cheaper if you live in your parents' house.
Yeah, but also parents think that if you leave, you're becoming arrogant. You can do things on your own.
Depends, I guess.
Like in the movies, the Filipino movies.
Mm.
Because that's how they portray the typical Filipino.
Drama,
Yeah.
dramatic.
Yun nga.
Yeah.
I'm basing it on that. Because that's how the typical Filipino household is presented.
Okay.
So, you can say na sa inyo, hindi ganyan.
Yeah.
Kasi nga.
I don't think my parents like
Yeah,
that.
I know JJ says that because
Yeah.
his parents is not like
So
that.
basically, I don't know.
My parents are not like that too.
Yeah.
But if you watch the drama, Filipino drama, that's the one.
Okay.
Kasi hindi naman yan papalabas sa mga drama kung hindi yan typical Filipino. No, that's my point. If you compare, but
Okay.
it's not something bad.
That's not.
It's just that maybe I'm trying to say is, when I came here, my mind was open to lots of cultures that
Yeah.
I thought was wrong
Yeah.
back home.
For us kasi, di ba, Filipinos, like, oh, no, 18 pa lang umalis na. Actually, 16 here, di ba? You
I'm
can,
not sure. Hindi ako sure.
there's something around that. Like, if you started uni or college and you go, di ba? Your kids will be living on their own, di ba?
Mm-hmm.
Kiwi parents, actually, they want to let their kids, live their own.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they don't, you're old enough, why you still here? Parang ganun eh.
It's
Diba?
also still, it happens generally like that.
Yeah.
But it also depends on each household. Kasi some Kiwi kids, kahit mag-20 na sila, they still live with their
Yeah.
parents' house.
Yeah.
So the point is, when I came here, I realized that families are different, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
As long as like there's love and acceptance and respect.
So if it's different, it doesn't mean it's bad.
It's
diba?
wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we're just not used to it. Diba?
Yes. Because yun lang.
That's why you have to like travel, diba? Kasi
It opens your mind to
Yeah.
the different types of things
Yeah.
which you thought is wrong.
exactly.
Also, what JJ was telling earlier, like the commodities feels like expensive because
You're just comparing it.
we're converting it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, comparing it to the Philippines.
If you it's
Diba?
actually somehow mga same lang kung sa Robinson ka bumili.
Kung gadget, same lang, 'di ba? Kasi hindi naman siya.
Kung na-realize ko pag that time na
For example, iPhone, it will be the same.
I'm talking about commodities.
Diba?
I'm talking about groceries.
Yeah.
Na-realize ko when we went home na the grocery, kasi bumibili tayo ng grocery sa mall, it's almost the same price as the grocery here. Pero nung bumili tayo sa palengke, in the wet market, it's very cheap.
Yeah.
So, if you buy your grocery in the mall, if you convert it, it's almost the same now.
Yeah, but the problem is we don't have wet markets here.
That's not a problem.
Yeah, so
I mean,
so you don't have an option basically. Other options.
Meron be.
Cheaper options.
Well, if you live in towns, wala masyadong option. But here in the city, there's heaps. You go to
Yeah.
Church Corner, may mga mura.
It's not like the wet market that has everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hindi yung mga fish, mga hindi.
So it's different.
Yeah, it's actually quite expensive here if you convert it.
Yeah.
But yung mga maliliit na grocery, na-realize ko, nung umuwi kami last year, ulo, same lang din to ng price ng New Zealand
Yeah,
Tapos ang konti
If
ng...
you go to SM, yeah, that'll be expensive. A lot more expensive.
Yeah.
Probably the same here. So it means na it's cheaper here then. Diba?
It's cheaper here because your sweldo is more.
Diba?
Yeah, but I still feel like it's very beautiful. This country is so beautiful because the tax that you're paying for is, even though the tax that you're paying for is high, you still see and feel the benefits of it.
I mean, you will not complain paying taxes here.
And transportation is very accessible.
Maybe
it's just $2.
Yeah, unless you've been here a long time. Maybe you can complain because you've been in a different government. You've seen different governments and stuff.
Oh, yeah. You can compare the governments.
But if you're like fresh from, Philippines, you'll definitely see the difference.
So healthcare-wise?
It's incomparable.
Healthcare here, hospitalization is free.
Not even close.
Yeah,
It's
hospitalization
even better
is
here
free.
than America.
Yes, actually.
That's how good healthcare in New Zealand is.
But obviously, some Kiwis are complaining
because they're Kiwis, they're locals.
Yeah, because they can compare it to what it was before.
But still, if you're from other countries and you live here, it's definitely very good.
Hospitalization is free here, so when I
You
had
can't complain. Like you can't complain. It's free.
Yeah, and when I had my operation, I didn't pay a single cent.
Yeah, there's nothing better than
But
that.
Going to a doctor, you pay for it.
Yeah, but it's still affordable.
Yeah, it's
Not
still
like
affordable.
thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
Diba?
Medication used to be free. Ngayon ko lang to nalaman, be.
Yeah.
Nung kumuha na ako ng meds.
Yeah. Still cheap.
It's $5 per medication, but it's still very cheap.
Everything is kinda affordable.
But diagnostic wise, like if you want to go to have an ultrasound just because you can't do that, like because you have to pay maybe big $300 to $1,000.
Unless you're sick or unless you're required to do it.
If you're sick, the doctor has to prescribe it or to order it. So you can get it for free.
Yes.
But if there's no like direct reason why you have to do it and you don't reach the protocol or the standard, you have to pay on your own if you really want to have a diagnostics exam. We're very blessed. Very thankful. When I came here, I feel so thankful of all the blessings that I experienced here in New Zealand. Maybe one thing that's quite difficult is at first is I think it's the loneliness.
Yeah.
Because in the Philippines, you used to see so many people.
It's pretty lonely.
When you come here, there's only very less people. It's such a blessing to be in this beautiful country. If you will have kids, education is free.
Yeah.
Even the bus service is free if you live far.
Yeah, there's a lot of support from the government.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the bus is like if you take the transportation, it's only $2.
Yeah, cheap.
And one thing also na appreciate ko is Kiwis are very simple.
They are simple.
Yeah, and they're just happy with the simple things. Maybe that's why we don't have really big malls here.
Yeah.
Like compared to the extravagance of the Philippines.
You can't impress them with branded things.
Yes.
Diba?
That's what I really want. Like, hindi ka mapapressure to keep up with the lifestyle.
Yeah.
Because
they don't wear branded things.
Yeah. People just want to be simple.
Yeah, they mostly wear local
brands.
Yeah, brands.
Which is more expensive than
way more expensive
than the branded things that we know.
Yeah.
It's such a blessing na simple lang yung mga tao dito.
It's like if you buy a Louis Vuitton bag, they won't be impressed with that, but like Filipinos, they will be impressed, diba?
Yeah.
Parang ganon.
Because that's how we're raised and that's what we see online. But here, Kiwis don't even...
They're not materialistic.
They don't even do social media.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no. Kiwis are not materialistic. Like, they make do with wherever you have there.
Yeah. It's basically just a simple life. Like...
Yeah, people go out barefooted, as long as you have the basic things like
Yeah.
the clothing, jacket to make you feel warm on cold days.
Yeah.
And maybe they spend money on recreation,
They spend money on activities and
activities,
stuff, sports.
hiking, sports.
Yeah, those things.
One thing that I really like is you don't necessarily have the lifestyle creep.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when your money, your sweldo or your salary becomes bigger, you feel like you have to have grander lifestyle.
Nah.
That this is if you look at the Kiwis, they just do the necessary things. Like if you need a bigger house, yeah, we'll get a bigger house because we have children now.
Yeah.
But if you don't need it, why have a bigger house?
Yeah.
I really appreciate it. Really humbled me so much because it kept me from not being materialistic.
Yeah, definitely. It's
And
also hard to buy branded things here as
yeah, because
well.
it's not available.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you look at them,
Yeah.
they're happy.
They're happy with what they have
Mm.
and, their life basically.
This beautiful country is very clean anyway, so parks are
Super
free.
clean.
Parks are free. Basta everywhere is mostly free. Yeah, so this is not something we're bragging about. We're just really appreciating the beauty of New Zealand.
Yeah, we're just sharing stuff, 'di ba?
Mm.
Sa mga hindi taga dito.
Yeah, and like how our life is.
So, what are your advice for those who wants to come here and live here?
At the moment, the immigration is not very good. Tsaka
Actually,
akala mo positive, no?
Actually, it's a hard country to go in.
Yeah, because they're very strict.
They're
At the
very
moment, they are controlling the people that can come in, and
That's why New Zealand is a great place because of that as well.
yeah,
They don't just, accept people.
yeah, because it is the change of government.
Yeah.
Parang nagtitipid ang government at the moment. But I'm sure circumstances will change. Maybe not in the near future, but hopefully it will in the future.
Yeah.
And if it is really in your heart to come here in New Zealand, I think you have to really pursue and do the hard work. It's not easy to come here, and even living here is not easy, but
Yeah.
the reward is always nice, and it's always something big, and
Yeah.
it's very fulfilling.
Unless you're rich. If you're rich, to those who are rich who wants to live here, those who have money, diba? You can just start studying here. That's the fastest way. Probably the easiest way.
It's not fast.
Easiest, maybe the easiest.
Yeah, but also at the moment, really,
Because you just
jobs
need
are
money.
quite difficult.
Yeah, but at least you have like a lot of time.
Yeah,
to prepare.
maybe after you finish your study,
Unless you
it will change.
Compared to when you're tourist visa and stuff like that.
So yeah, hopefully we have expressed how beautiful this country is. It doesn't mean we don't love our home country. We just really saw the big difference, and we still go back to the Philippines and visit our families.
Of course.
It's still our first home, but
our motherland.
Yeah. But New Zealand has been our home for a few years now, and I feel so blessed and happy to be here.
Yeah. Thank you guys.
Thank you for watching.
I hope you learned a lot, guys. And if you have
kahit wala kayong na-learn, okay lang.
If you have questions about New Zealand, you can just ask us or comment down below.
Not immigration questions because we can't can't answer that.
Not like, can you look for a job like that? Nah, bro. You have to do it yourself. Diba?
Kung makasabi ka naman na if you have questions.
About New Zealand, not like work in New Zealand or something like that. Okay. But like, if you're like, you want to visit, diba? If they just want to visit, maybe we can advise on that one. But yeah, thank you guys. See ya.
See you in the next episode. Bye.